What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rush Hour Football. It's your boy DILL, and I'm joined here by DT.D7. What's going on, bro? How are you?
Booming, bro. Yeah, man's blessed, blood. Right, before we begin, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You get me, press that notification bell, blood. Yeah, and let's get into it. Man like Dills, tell us the topic of today.
Okay, so today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have a discussion about what we think our Euro 2021 squad should be. Rather than just going, oh, this is what Southgate will do, this is what we think will happen. It's going to get a little bit more personal, and we're going to have our own opinion twist on it, which I think will make for a much more insightful conversation.
I hear that, bro. I see that. So let's get into it, blood.
So, as you all know, Euro starts in the summer. Fingers crossed it should go a lot more positively than we may have initially thought with the recent news. Hopefully, that England Czech Republic game at Wembley should technically be at full capacity. The way it stands at the minute, if it all goes to plan and distancing don't exist, we could have a full England squad for that group stage game, which I don't know if it's the second or third. I think it might be the second group stage game against Czech Republic. So obviously, we've got the Scots. Oh, we'll do them, sort them straight out, mate. That's light work. You know what I mean? No messing about there. They'll get done 4-0. No, with all due respect, though, Scotland have a decent side. Like, you know, Robertson's in the side. They got Tierney. You know what I mean? They're not a bad side.
Less of that, bruv. Like, don't get me wrong, fam. I rate Andy Robertson and Tierney and them man there.
They could finish second in that group, though. They could. There's no reason why. I'm hoping we would win all three games and come out 9 points with 12 goals scored, 4 and 0 against. But
bruv, we should win all games, bruv. We should win games, fam.
All right. So moving on to the players, then. Where do you think we're at with the Euros? Are you feeling positive? Are you feeling negative? Like, where do you think we're at as England fans?
Obviously, as England fans, we always feel positive. We're coming to this competition with bare energy. It's coming home and all that nonsense, bro.
It's got to be done, though. You know what I mean? It's not a tournament unless you have that positivity about it. No matter how many times my heart gets broken, I'll always still be, you know, Southgate, you're the one. You still turn me on. Football's coming home.
Football's coming home, blood. Let's say the football's coming home, bro. It's not been home in a minute, blood. Nah, fam. This one need to pattern up, bro, about Gareth Southgate, fam. That guy is done out here, fam. But we're still hot, we're still hot, blood.
Of course. I think it goes without saying before we sort of get into the squad, no matter what decision Gareth Southgate makes, you know, we'll all be there to support it and back it. Whether I agree or disagree with it or not, I'll still be sat there cheering them on in the pub with me, you know, 6 pints of Peroni already down my neck already, you know what I mean? Let's start in goal then. Let's start in goal, because obviously we went into 2018 with Jordan Pickford, and I would say he was probably one of our best players in that tournament. He made some stellar, obviously he saved the penalty and got us out of trouble that Jordan Henderson put us in. But yeah, I don't think Pickford, you know, he's not even performing for his club, let alone for country. So I don't see Pickford being in there. I wouldn't personally trust him in there in this form either, to be honest. He'll go. He'll be on the plane. Yeah. You know what I mean? Be sat at the back. Oh, I say on the plane, but most of it might be in the UK. They might change it all to be in the UK. Yeah. All of it, but
bruv, he'll be in.
If not, obviously.
He'll be in the changing room a minute. Kit man, ball boy, water boy about Jordan Pickford. Nah, I hate that guy, fam. I'm going for Pope, lad. You get me? Pope Francis, all of that, lad. Nick Pope and go for me. Yeah.
He's probably the best shot stopper we have.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dean Henderson's a shout, but he's not playing for his club.
Yeah, he's not playing, bro.
Otherwise, he would probably be the number one because his distribution, how he commands the box. I mean, he's probably going to be United's number one from next season. That's probably going to happen. Otherwise, we're going to have to sell him, which I don't want to see happen personally. because he's he's one of ours. We brought him through the youth ranks. So Nick Pope, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Okay, fullbacks is causing a lot of controversy. Not only with you and I, but also with sort of anyone. So where are you feeling with fullbacks?
Fullbacks, blood. Alright, it's a sticky one, fam. Obviously, Trent has not been in the best of form. So, bruv, I don't even know, fam. You know what? I'm gonna put Tariq Lamptey in there, fam. But that, you know the way there, because I'm gonna put Tariq Lamptey in there. I don't know. Right back, I'm confused. It could be anyone.
It really could be. I mean, I don't want to see Carl Walker.
Let's say Carl Walker. Nah,
but I know he's going to be there. I know he's going to be there. That's what's doing my head in, because I know he's going to be there. He's cost us 2 tournaments. He cost us 2 tournaments. He headed it back. He headed it backwards, and Perisic got the lucky bounce and blew it past Pickford. That was in 2018. In 16, he didn't track his run, which meant that Icelandic plumber went and scored.
I was fuming, bro.
Obviously, I'm not going to say he cost us all of 16, but the goal was his fault. It was his error leading to goal, and then we end up losing the game, which should definitely never have happened. But that's long gone. That's a time. That's a conversation for a different video anyway. But I don't want to see Kyle Walker there. You mentioned Trent, who was in the form of his life last year, the best right back in the world, undoubtedly. But I don't know if I trust him backwards.
Yeah, that's the thing, That's the thing.
Know if he's solid enough defensively. I can just imagine him getting. I can imagine Mbappe tearing him a new one if he went up against France. You know what I mean?
Bro, he got spun around, blood. Wind turbine settings, fam. Head loss gone.
Which obviously leaves, you've got the likes of Wan-Bissaka in there, who's, I would say, I'm not even being. I mean, I probably am a little bit, but there's probably no argument against it. He's the best ball winner, the best tackler, the best getting the ball off an opponent in the world. He's the best at that. I don't think there's anyone better than him.
Man said in the world, bro. Are you sure about that? But in the world, bro.
Yeah, best, one-to-one defender, ball winner, tackler in the world. I don't think there's anyone better than him. I don't know if that's a big enough reason for Wan-Bissaka to be in the team. Personally, I would put him in the team only if we were playing with one holding midfielder. Like I said to you, if we were playing a 4-2-3-1, a flat 4-2-3-1 with sort of Rice and Henderson sitting inside, which I can imagine happens. I can see that happening, knowing Gareth Southgate. But then I would play Alexander-Arnold, because those 2 extra holding midfielders gives the security for the centre-backs. And it goes without saying that, obviously, Stones is having the season of his life. Gomez won't be fit. Gomez won't be fit enough for it, unfortunately. But we don't have a world-class selection of centre-backs. We're not talking about John Terry and Rio Ferdinand here. So obviously Wan-Bissaka would bring a bit more defensive security. But I think if you're playing 2 holding midfielders, that would provide a lot more protection for the defensive unit. I think Alexander-Arnold's the man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love Trent, innit? I love Trent, fam. But going backwards, bruv, fam, he's risky, blood. Yeah. My man is a pandemic waiting to happen going backwards, bruv. You get me? COVID-19 and all of that, fam. Yeah, he's waiting to happen, bruv. So, I'll probably... Wan-Bissaka is the better defender, 1-to-1. But the thing with my man, bruv, he makes hella mistakes as well, blood. Yeah, but he's got the pace to track back and get back in it. He's a bit like Kyle Walker, fam, in terms of his positioning, bruv. His fam is everywhere, bruv. You get me? All out of place and that. But he's got the athleticism and the pace to get him back. So, I'll probably put Aaron Wan-Bissaka, fam. Left back, blood. Luke Shaw, bruv. I don't see Ben Chilwell, but he's not playing currently.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you asked me 2 months ago, I would have said Ben Chilwell without a shadow of doubt. And again, I'm sure we've spoken about it in the video before, but I always have United fans go, "You've got a Luke Shaw agenda. You've got a Luke Shaw." I'm not impressed by Luke Shaw. he gets assists. He, whips balls in. His overlapping play is brilliant, but he's constantly caught out of position all the time. And I genuinely think that's why Maguire looks a lot worse than he is. I think Maguire is a massive scapegoat. Genuinely, I think he's a huge scapegoat. Because he's always getting dragged out to that left-sided channel to cover for Shaw when he's out of position. So if you're playing Harry Maguire, which, again, it will probably happen, with all due respect to Tyrone Mings and centre-halves like that, but I don't see a situation where Harry Maguire doesn't get played. If you're playing Luke Shaw, you cannot play Harry Maguire.
Trust me.
You've seen that partnership all season at United, and it doesn't work.
You want to been kicking goals, blood.
Don't work.
That goals, blood.
Exactly. We're the worst defensive team in the top 10, I think, or the top 8, or one of. Might not be D. I don't know, but Jesus, don't play Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire together at the Euros. Don't do it, because it just will not work.
I'll probably go for Luke Shaw and then centre back pairing, lad. John Stones and Tyrone Mings, innit? Because Tyrone Mings has got the pace, innit?
Yeah.
Don't really think. No. I don't want to see Harry Maguire. If I see Harry Maguire, I'm fuming, bruv. Yeah. If I see Harry Maguire, fam, yeah, bruv, that Gareth Southgate guy, yeah, he's smoking strawberries and that, blood. About fam, yeah. Harry Maguire is Dana, fam. The guy is slow. He's heavy-footed, bruv. Fam, by the time Harry Maguire, yeah, turns around, blood, yeah, I would have 6 kids, bruv, and 17 grandkids, blood. You get me? The guy is hella slow, bruv. I don't want to see Harry Maguire in there, fam. He's a mistake waiting to happen. Don't get me wrong, he's good in the air, but bruv, most times.
Yeah, that's not enough. That's not enough to be in a team. That's not enough to represent a national team.
Like, bruv, it's called football, not airball, blood. You get me? You play with your feet, blood. And man's got no technical ability, blood. Yeah, about 80 million, fam. I think, bruv, that was a rip-off, bruv. Yeah, I can't believe you, man, paid 80 mil for that you over there, blood. You might as well pay 2 million for me, blood. Yeah, I'll do a better job than man. About Harry Maguire, bro.
That's the problem with Maguire. I just can't see a way that he doesn't get played by Gareth Southgate. But it has been a long time since the last international break, and he's made a lot more errors sort of post-Christmas than he did before. And obviously, John Stones has hit form, around Christmas time. We haven't had an international break since then. Let's come back to that. Obviously, we've named the players, but obviously the formation will depend massively. Because, I said, I cannot play one holding midfielder, because obviously we haven't really got those box-to-box players. We've got holders, Henderson, Rice, maybe Calvin Phillips, something like that. Might be on the plane. And then you have attacking midfielders. You've got Grealish, Maddison, Mount, Foden. We don't really have a box-to-box. But they're players that aren't going to track back, or they aren't going to work for you, really. They're not going to come back and do dirty work behind. Maybe someone like James Maddison might.
Maybe Mount as well,
Yeah. Mount seems a lot more expendable than sort of Grealish and Foden, who are definitely sort of more attacking players. So if you were playing Rice and Henderson, then I would play Alexander Arnold right back. But I think the fullbacks are where the big question arises. Obviously, there is some people that are without doubt in the team. So who would you say is definitely in that start 11? They will play. Who is they will play?
Jack Grealish, 100%, blood. Jack Grealish,
without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Jack Grealish has to be in that starting 11, bro. I don't care who goes out, blood. Jack Grealish has to be in there.
But you're saying Grealish, so...
I'm saying Grealish. Yeah. I'm going with a midfielder. So if I was to only play with one holding midfielder, right? So Jordan Henderson in there.
Hendo there, mate. No question about it. You've got to have Hendo.
It could be Hendo or, you get me, Uncle Ben's Rice, you get me, Declan Rice. Anyone. I don't really care, bro, didn't it? But
Jordan, it's got to be Hendo. If he's fit, it's got to be Hendo.
Yeah.
100%.
And then obviously Grealish. Now, I'm on the right hand side, I don't really know who. It could be anyone.
So you're saying have one sitter in Hendo or Rice or whoever it's going to be, and that leaves sort of two more advanced players.
Yeah.
To sort of operate in the half space behind, the midfield and in front of the defensive lines.
Yeah.
And you're saying one of them has to be Grealish.
One of them has to be Grealish.
Okay. Right. I agree with you, but only because I think Grealish is so versatile.
Yeah.
Personally, if Rashford's going to cut in on his right foot and you've got Grealish on that left side of midfield, Grealish can fill that space because he plays left wing a lot for Villa. I reckon if you were to stick Grealish up top and get him to press defenders while, we were on the defensive side of the ball, I reckon he'd do a job. If you were to put him right, he'd probably do a job.
Yeah, he would do the job.
I definitely have Grealish in there. I think that's a shout. As for the other midfielder, I think Maddison's brilliant, but I do think he's a lot similar to Grealish. Is he bringing anything different, maybe apart from a set-piece threat? Because obviously he's got a free kick whip on him. You can stick him on a corner if you need to. But I feel like we've got Rashford for that. If you were to play Alexander-Arnold, you've got him on set pieces as well. Obviously, Kane would be a penalty man. So
Mason Mount, maybe?
I would personally play Foden because I think
Foden. Yeah.
I would play Foden because he brings sort of a creative element that I feel like this England side has lacked for a long time. And when I say creative, I mean, he'll pick a pass. He's got that flair. Obviously, Maddison and Grealish are creative players, but they're a lot more direct. They'll run at you. They'll press and they'll split defenses. Whereas Foden's got that attacking flair that I don't think anyone else really has.
Yeah.
Brings that different. The only thing that does worry me about that is obviously Foden is a very attacking oriented player. He's probably not going to bring much defensively, which is fine because obviously his main role is going to be to supply Sterling and Rashford on the runs and also feed Harry Kane.
And that's why I said Mason Mount, because he does track back.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go with that midfield. Hendo to hold, you get me? Hendo, the magician. Not about the magician, less so that fam.
The anchor.
Magic fam. He's got no magic, bro. Huh?
He's the anchor.
Yeah, you get me? And then obviously Jack Grealish and Mason Mount. And then obviously the front three of Rashford, Kane and Sterling.
Yeah. Knowing our luck, there's going to be an injury somewhere along the line. I like. You know what? Though? I like that it's more of that's a harder decision. I like that because it shows the attacking talent that we do have. I think it does come back to sort of if we play four at the back, which again I don't see it happening. Southgate loves himself a back. I don't like it when people call it a back three because it ain't a back three. It's a back five.
It's a back
five.
These men are defending with all they have, bro, and they still can't defend, bro. I'm fuming, blood. Fam. These men, they defend, and they still concede goals, bro. They still leak goals, bro. So you might as well go full on attack, Gareth, blood. You get me?
So if you were to play, obviously, one holder, like you said, that means you've got the right back issue. Again, it's not an issue, but the right back decision to make. The only one I can think of is probably I would play Foden because I think he brings that creative flair. But Mason Mount will sort of do your dirty work, and you need a player like that in every side. You need a player that will sort of pick up the pieces for Sterling or pick up the pieces for Grealish when he's off doing whatever in free space. So
I don't want to see Harry Winks, Eric.
No. I was waiting until you brought it out. I was waiting until you brought it out. There is players on that national team I don't want to see.
Eric Dyer, fam, less so that fam. He needs to stay at Spurs, innit, fam. Dude, bro, this guy is done at it. Harry Winks, blood. Imagine England team with Harry, bro. That man in
Rotten, mate.
Bro.
That stinks.
Obviously, Sterling, Sterling has to be in there. Man, Raheem Pounds and Raheem Euros, Brexit FC, he needs to be in there.
Where's Raheem Sterling?
Huh?
Just for me, Sterling plays his best on the right.
Yeah, so
And
that's what I'm saying.
I
Sterling on the left, on the right, and then play Rashford on the left with Harry Kane up top.
I was a bit worried that you were going to say you can't play Rashford because I know you have a little bit of an agenda against Rashford. But
bro, he's done it, but he's alright for England, blood.
Second, I think he's got the second most goal contributions in the league this year behind Harry Kane, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So he's got to be in that squad, and he's probably our only natural left winger. He's our only natural sort of left-sided forward, should I say? I mean, Sancho, you have him on the right. He'll probably come off the bench because
he will the bench.
Youth, and he's not having as stellar of a season as he was last year. Of course, he's still a world-class, brilliant player, but there's nothing that sets him ahead of Sterling or Rashford at this point in time.
Sterling,
Kane, obviously, without doubt, number 9 centre forward. So they're your front three. I can argue with that. I reckon someone like Harvey Barnes should be going.
100%. Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes needs to be got in the squad. What did he have last year? 11 goals last year. He's already got 8 this year. He's probably been, Leicester's star player.
Yeah.
Obviously, Maddison was out for a long time.
How about some mentions out of all the strikers? Who do you think deserves to be, if not in the team, but deserves to go to the Euros? Watkins. Who's that guy for Chelsea?
Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, bruv, that giraffe lad. Tammy Abraham, Wilson and that for Newcastle. I'm pretty sure. And that guy for Leeds, Bamford.
Unfortunately, we can't take Vardy because he's retired. He'd be a no-brainer, The amount of goals he got this year, he won the Golden Boot last year. I think he's probably one of the most underrated players ever in the Premier League.
100%.
He's had a brilliant career for where he started. Vardy will get you a goal wherever, he'll sniff out a goal and then he'll boot the corner flag over.
Oh, and DCL as well. DCL.
Yeah, it would be Kane, obviously, and then because I would take all 4 of the midfielders we spoke about. I take Grealish, I take Mount, I take Maddison, and I take Foden. I take all 4 of them.
Yeah, 100%.
Because 2 of them, in Foden and Grealish, can do a job on the wing. Mount, you can fit anywhere in the midfield, really. And obviously, I just think Maddison's too talented to not go.
Yeah.
Which obviously means that you're going to have to sacrifice a position somewhere. So I reckon Patrick Bamford should go.
He brings something different.
Something very different. He's consistently pressing because he runs in that Bielsa side that just don't stop pressing and running about like mental, mate. As if sometimes I generally think they're on crack. I'm like, what are you running for? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes there's no need.
Steroids, blood. Orange running about, fam.
I know. But I'd say Bamford and probably DCL, Calvert-Lewin, just because of his set piece threat. And obviously, he does get goals. He ain't scored like just 5 goals this year. He's born out. I ain't taking Callum Wilson. No, I'm sorry. No. He ain't going. No disrespect. He scores goals. He's a solid Premier League player. If Newcastle were to get relegated, someone else would buy him. Yeah. But he ain't good enough to be.
He's not good enough to be in there, fam. Also, that wallet, fam, that giraffe, blood, at Chelsea, fam. I don't like him, blood. He misses
Abraham.
Bruv, he's like 6'7", bruv, and he'll miss like the most easiest chances, bruv. And it's always on the floor, blood. Bruv, you're a big man, fam. Farm it, blood.
I don't think Southgate likes him because he's quite lazy.
Bro, he looks lazy, bro. Look at him, bro.
He doesn't track. He doesn't press. He sort of just waits for it to feet or to ball. He doesn't really make that many runs either, to be honest. And he's not playing week in, week out at Chelsea, is he? He's not consistently starting there. Obviously, they're in a bit of a transition period, so we'll let them off for now. But I think Bamford's record is too good to
100%.
not take him. Obviously, he's 6'2", something like that. And then you got Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah,
Get him on
headers,
the 92nd minute. Get him in the box. Get that head. Bosh, right in the net. No messing about, mate. You know what I mean? There's not even a question about that.
I think Southgate is top, blood. Not gonna lie to you, fam. I think, bro, he's way out of his reach. But true say, we got more. Like we have hella options on the bench in it. NSG and them settings, fam. We got bare options in here. But fam,
yeah.
the thing, fam, these man need to turn up, bro. They better turn up, fam. You get me? Turn up, fam. If we don't beat Czech Republic, fam, yeah, I'm a bro. Yeah, I'm gonna be fuming, blood, because fam, we've been in lockdown for what? Almost a year, bro. Yeah, this is the one thing we're looking forward to.
Something to cheer about. England.
Exactly.
Where are you? Come on, boys. We need something to cheer about. Don't mess this up,
bro. If this man start playing games, fam, and doing all these errors and that, fam, fam, I'm gonna go there myself, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna walk to Wembley, blood, and I'm gonna have words with Gareth Southgate and the whole team, blood. Yeah, I don't want to see Harry Kane as captain as well, fam. Less so that, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that to you as well. How do you feel about that?
No, bro. About Harry Kane as captain, bro. Have you seen that Spurs Amazon thing, fam? Nah, bro. Let's go. Nah, less so that, bro. Yeah, I can't really understand what my man is. Nah, bro.
Can you do your impression of it then? Go on then.
Who, my man?
Cool, guys. All right. He was like, "Cool, guys. We got there. Score fucking goals." What? What did he just say? If I was in that dressing room, I'd be like, "You're right, mate." But then again, as I said to you the other day, that we're also not having the egos that we have had in the past. Do you know what I mean? You've got to think. Ashley Cole, brilliant player. John Terry, brilliant player. David Beckham, brilliant player. You know, Rooney, brilliant player. Frank Lampard, brilliant. Actually, I'm going to say Frank Lampard. You know, Rio Ferdinand, all brilliant players, but all ridiculously high egos.
Yeah,
they all want to be they all want to be the man. They all want to be the guy that gets the goal, or gets the tackle, or scores the free kick, or scores a penalty. I feel like this England team function as a unit much better than what previous squads have.
These men are too friendly. They're too friendly, bro. They're too from in the derby, fam. They're out here doing handshakes, giving hands and that, fam. They're way too friendly, blood. But anyways, on that note, fam, big things. We expect big things from this England, fam. You get me, yeah? Big things, bro. You get me? They're the only hope we have left in humanity, bro. You know, like that.
Listen, I don't care. Don't matter. We could go into that England side with League 2 or Championship players or League 1 players or whatever, and I'm still there. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming.
Football's coming
up.
You gotta really know, fam.
That'll be me right at the front. You know, in the pub, yeah, they'll bring the projector down, and I'll be shaking the projector. I'll be going mental, mate. I swear to God, I'll be nutting the screen. Oh, offside? Are you mad, Lino?
You know, bro. Every decision, I'm calling for it, bro. Every decision, fam. That's it, bro. That's it. That's a foul, blood. Nah, are you mad, fam? Nah,
what?
Bro. Nah,
you see, Rashford gets caught offside like 12 times a game, you know. Rashford would be like 5 meters offside. And I'll be like, are you fucking blind, Lino?
Fam, ref, bro. Stevie Wonder settings, fam. Man can't see that, blood. Anyways, thank you for watching Rush Hour Football. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You get me? Press that button, exercise those fingers. It's been your boy D7, aka Melanin Booming, and I've been joined by man like Bills. Yeah, yes, Fadis is missing. Man like Fad is missing out here, but don't worry, he'll be back. Get me? He'll be back again.
He'll be back.
Done.
All right.
We